battles to unforgettable moments. It all comes down to this one final game. 2 powerhouses, 1 trophy, 6 million naira at stake. Who will be crowned Nigeria's University STEM Champion 2025? Don't miss the showdown at 5 p.m. this Sunday, 30th March 2025, across all transmission platforms. University Duel, the battle of the best brains.
I am hoping that the match between Bells University is an exhilarating one, as they are a decent opponent, and I hope that we'll be able to win this third place match by God's grace, inshallah.
So towards our third place match coming up against OAU, we're looking forward to it. I hope to have a great game with them. Apart from competing, we're also here to engage in friendly competition. So we hope to participate and come out victorious by God's grace.
It's a race to the finish line, and only one can claim the title of third place champion. Welcome to University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brains. Oluwatomi Owoborode is my name, and I'm excited, elated, delighted to be with you once again. It is third place match day, and it is going to be test, it's going to be fierce, it's going to be mind-blowing. University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brains. Bells University of Technology, Ota, August State, we're going heads-on against Obafemi Awolowo University, who saw that coming. I think our mentors in the studio saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming. A private university going up against the Federal University for a third place champion, a third place title in University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brains. I'll quickly take you through how they got to this particular place, how their semi-finals went on, and let me take you through that particular one. Veritas University versus Bells University was semi-finals day 1. Veritas defeated Bells by 69 marks to 43 marks.
How many?
120. 5 over 36.
If
64. 57. 120.
Bells tried, in the applied maths. If they could have done better, I think, that could have helped. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be.
If I was given another chance, another thing we could have done is taking the quick balls more seriously.
Why? Covenant University went up against Obafemi Awolowo University on semi-final day 2, having 50 marks to 47 marks.
2 picks. 1 over 2. 51. 105. 2 over 5.
And 6. 36.
Now the stage is set for the grand finale for University Duel 2025, Battle of the Best Brains, because we have just seen Covenant University maintain their covenant with success as far as this competition is concerned. They have beaten OAU by a narrow 50 marks to 47.
Very close, very close. So at this stage, no one needs to underestimate another. So that is it. So Confident University, I wish them all the best, but they have to sit up because the margin is quite slim. So I wish them all the best. They are all doing very well.
I'm feeling all kinds of emotion. Is it being sad that I couldn't make it to the finals, or happy that it was what a challenge? It was something like that gave me that thrill. That's just what I'm feeling right now.
Some people will say it's just 3 marks now, but what? They are going to the grand finale, while Obafemi Awolowo University is going to fight to be the third place champion. Let me introduce you to my mentors with me in the studio today. How are you doing, Architect Deep?
I'm okay, I'm good.
You're looking good. Wait, so what's going on? Both of you are using glasses. I did not realize it. What's happening? Give me gist.
STEM.
I love it. You look good, by the way.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So, Brenard with the brains. Am I correct? Don't worry, I understand you. But welcome to the third place matchup. Covenant University is going up against Veritas in the grand finale, and Bells University of Technology against Obafemi Awolowo University today, the third place match. Did you see that coming?
Honestly speaking, I think it's a battle of two generations, the first generation and the new ones. But it's so exciting. It shows the diversity of what we have. You understand? So, gone are the days where you say first generation universities, the new ones too are up to it. So I think it's something I'm looking forward to see. May the better team win. May
the better team win. What about you, Bernard? Did you see in any way, shape, or form that, OAU will be going up against the Bells University in the third place?
Well, I'd assumed that OAU was going to be in the finals because in terms of federal universities, in terms of the quality of graduates from OAU who I've interacted with, OAU stands out, and it's some of the best federal universities in Nigeria. But it was a very competitive game.
It was.
University and well,
just 3 marks.
Yeah,
just 3 marks. It shocked you.
It was very close.
It shocked you. It shocked.
Yeah.
They shocked.
Honestly.
Yeah, but
you know the reason, right?
I don't think you should cast ourselves right.
Oh, honestly.
You shouldn't that way. You shouldn't turn to Charlie Poppy.
But you said 3 marks is 3. Yeah.
3 marks doesn't matter. Do it and move on to the grand finale.
I wish there was VAR.
You wish there was VAR, but unfortunately there wasn't. But the viewers at home are the VAR right here. It's looking pumped, it's looking ready, it's looking set. The stage is geared up. I am also pumped in the studios with my mentors with me. We'll go on a quick break right now, and when we come back, it's time for us to have conversations with our mentors. This is the third place matchup with Obafemi Awolowo University against Bells University of Technology. University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brain.
From fierce battles to unforgettable moments, it all comes down to this one final game. 2 powerhouses, 1 trophy, 6 million naira at stake. Who will be crowned Nigeria's University STEM Champion 2025? Don't miss the showdown at 5 p.m. this Sunday, 30th March 2025, across all transmission platforms. University Duel, the battle of the best brains.
On the 6th of June 1859, Babington Macaulay started an initiative with financial support from James Davis, Daniel Taiwo, Moses Johnson, and a few others, opening the door for the many generations in Nigeria. What are you doing for posterity? How do you want to be remembered? High School Duel, Back to You Basics, starting July 5th, 2025.
You're still watching University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brain. Third place match already set and ready to give you a mind-blowing matchup. It is Bells University of Technology, Ota, Ogun State versus Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osho State, Nigeria. And I'm still here with my mentors in the studio right here to have a conversation with them and also give us what to expect in this third place match. So I'll start with you, Dipo. You're an architect.
Yes.
So you are a STEM student, art student, or a commercial student?
Well, architecture is a rich mix of both science and art. As a matter of fact, even commercial, because it's a social science subject. It deals with the psychological behavior of human. Of course, in it, you have the laws guiding it also.
Okay.
And of course, you have the commercial and the commoditized aspect of it. Okay. So the architecture is a social science subject. It's not pure science.
Okay, it's not pure science. You said something about, architecture dealing with the psychological behavior of humans.
Yes.
I was thinking architecture is for us to draw and let us. That's even happening.
Way beyond that, honestly.
Give us a breakdown.
Honestly
quickly.
speaking, when we talk about the space, the spatial arrangement of where you want to dwell in for a couple of time, it goes a long way in aiding the way you think. I mean, you see people talking about my personal space.
Okay.
You see people talking about my prime space. In other words, there are spaces that basically highlight the functionality. So you need to put all of those into consideration before you design. Imagine this fantastic and lovely studio.
Yeah.
I just put boxes together and say, go into it. You have your color psychology.
Yeah.
You have your spatial management. Then you have your aesthetical appeal also. Why do I want to stay? Let me give you an instance.
Please do that.
If you had your home or your house and you don't want someone to stay for too long, you paint the space red.
Well,
psychology. Nobody wants to stay too long in a red painted space.
I'm thinking about that. Would I do that? Am I pinky pink?
Pink is very subtle. You understand?
Yeah.
But blood red.
Yeah.
Just take it to Hollywood.
That'd be scary.
You understand? But if you want to talk about strength, talk about black.
Okay.
If you want to talk about piety, or we talk about white. So the psychology of colors. For instance, if you painted anywhere white, it's going to look bigger than it should be.
Yeah.
Necessarily. So that's just basically it. So it's not just you commit your pen and start drawing boxes. You want to study wherever you are designing for. You want to study their likes and dislikes. Those are the things that you need to commit. So for sometimes you may not draw a line for like 1 week for creatives, but you are thinking and ruminating. What kind of a client do I have?
Okay.
So before you put the first paper, it's quite somehow spiritual. If I may just put it. Yes, please.
Wow.
Yes.
You've taken us on a journey already.
Honestly,
psychology, spiritual.
So don't think that Deepa, do a design for me and I'll just get home and I may ruminate for 1 week.
Okay.
What does Tommy really want? What kind of personality does Tommy have? Or okay, what would be the best color for her? So those are all the things you put together, and then it gives you the space you want to design for you. So it's beyond just boxes put together.
It's beyond just boxes put together. So if someone in secondary school right now going to the institution to actually study architecture, where would you suggest the person go into? Science, commercial, or art?
Basically schools will say you should run through science.
Yeah.
Because till today I still do a bit of physics, plenty mathematics, and some chemistry here and there.
Some chemistry here and there. Yeah. Bernard, how are you doing once again?
Oh, thank you.
Let me ask you this question quickly. Do you think STEM courses are overhyped compared to arts, commercial courses, the likes like that? Do you think, they have a hype? Because they tell you at the time, they tell us that science students, people are so proud. What do people know? There's nothing you know. It's not just to, take the math, do the physics, just do the reactions together to get the particular equation. Do you think it is overhyped compared to other courses?
So I will answer it this way.
Okay, please do that.
The reason why there seems to be a hype around science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and STEM courses is because of the tangible impact that those courses and their translation into economics or economic impact has been seen in the world.
Okay.
So, for example, one of the reasons why the US is possibly the most powerful nation on earth is because they're a world leader in technology, they're a world leader in innovation, they're a world leader in scientific research and all that. So I'll give an illustration. One of the most exciting universities I was obsessed about when I was in university was MIT.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a student in the Institute of Technology. That school was my dream. I was excited about it. I'll go to their site, I'll download material when I was in uni, I'll read as much as. So there was something I read once that said, if the entire graduates who have created profitable companies from MIT, if you put together the total profit or revenue of those companies, it amounts to being the 10th largest economy in the world, just between India and Russia, or Russia and India. So that is the impact of one university that is focused on science and technology. So that is why people say it's overhyped, because you can feel the impact. And MIT is the poster boy for technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. You understand? So when people say it's overhyped, it's because look at America, look at the world, the way the world is today. When you talk about America's leadership, it's because they are the leaders in technology. You hear about Silicon Valley, you hear about Stanford, you hear about these global technology companies, whether it is Google, whether it is the different research centers that are churning out breathtaking research and results and all that. STEM is not overhyped. The impact is real. But it doesn't downplay arts or commerce, because the truth is that when you can now combine technology, science with arts, with economics, with business, what you have is something
masterpiece.
Exactly.
Amazing.
You understand? So you have somebody who is in the lab, is cooking up the next idea, he's doing some research, he comes up with a breakthrough, and then he commercializes it. By the time he commercializes it, what is he combining? It's combining the technology and science with commercials. So you have people who are in business, they take that research, they turn it into a product, take it to the market, they generate profits. That same profit goes back to this, and then that is the cycle. So while one looks overhyped, it also cannot thrive without combining with those other aspects of academia and studies.
I understand. It also cannot thrive without combining those other two aspects. When I tell you that, my mentors in the studios with me are very intellectual, you already hear that from their mouth. So I'm going to ask you this, Dipo. Do you agree with him? We're talking about the fact that STEM courses can be used in collaboration, with other courses.
Absolutely, honestly, I totally agree with you.
It's not overhyped.
It's not. We haven't even started yet. I mean, you see innovations springing up daily. Things that hitherto could not be thought of in years past. You see what is happening, and yet they are saying things are just about to happen. So how can it be overhyped when we haven't even started? You understand?
I think Japan would definitely want to answer that.
You understand that kind of competition level. China is telling US that you have. And you talk about GPT and DeepSeek.
Exactly.
You can see that.
Exactly.
So it's
a race.
It's a race among world.
It's a race. You get somebody has to. Every country that needs to keep investing in science, technology, research, and all that. So that it can stay ahead.
You have to.
The more you stop investing, the more you don't create enough environment for young people to explore the boundaries of science, the endless boundaries of the universe, physics, mathematics, and all that. The more your country shrinks in terms of its leadership in all aspects of business, economics, you understand, and generally, nobody takes you seriously.
Surely nobody takes you seriously. That was an insightful conversation right there with my mentors in the studios with me. Thank you so much, Dipo and Reynard. It is still the third place matchup between Bells University of Technology and Obafemi Awolowo University on University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brain. We'll come back after this short break and we'll continue to have this conversation and go into analysis of the third place match. This is University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brain.
Purple, where real estate, lifestyle, and convenience converge. Amplify your brand with our iconic LED screens, providing unparalleled visibility. Experience shopping, dining, and entertainment at Purple Maryland and Purple Lekki.
On the 6th of June, 1859, Babington Macaulay started an initiative with the financial support from James Davis, Daniel Taiwo, Moses Johnson, and a few others, opening the door for the many generations in Nigeria. What are you doing for posterity? How do you want to be remembered? High School Duel, Back to Basics, starting July 5th, 2025.
They have made it this far, but who is going to claim the third place champion? This is University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brain. Third place matchup is ready. Get up, because it is Bells University of Technology, Ogun State, versus Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, Nigeria. And I still have with me my mentors to dissect, analyze how the game will go on today. Bernard and Dikbo, are you feeling the tension already? The game has not started, but I can feel the tension.
Yes, we can.
Cut it with a knife.
Yes, we can.
Very proud.
It is third place match, and it is as important as the grand finale.
Yeah.
What are your expectations from these two schools going on? You know, they were very close to getting to the final, but unfortunately, they didn't. But they have another chance to redeem their faces, redeem their school, and individually as well. So what are your expectations from this school?
Honestly, I'm expecting some huge fireworks here. Honestly speaking,
Fireworks like Katy Perry.
You know what I'm talking about. So it's not going to lie easy, because you know that the third place person is more excited than the second place because you're almost out, so you put more energy. So I don't think I'm not sure the two universities are going to take it easy. These guys are very brilliant. They are super brilliant.
Yeah,
I've seen the OAU guys. I've seen the Bells University guys. Honestly speaking, we're going to have some serious fireworks.
We're going to have some serious fireworks. I really can't wait to actually see how it goes down. What about you, Bernard? The expectation?
I expect a very close match.
Okay.
We're possibly going to be looking at a game or a match that will end probably with 2 or 3 points. You get in terms of who takes it home. You get the guys are on fire. You could see
they're on fire.
You could see the demonstration. You know, you could see the gesticulation. You could see them. I could just imagine how, you know, they are just thinking and permutating and trying to come up with answers within seconds.
Honestly speaking,
you know, it's crazy. You understand?
We'll come back for that. You know, so what are you waiting for, quickly?
You're not going to blame me. Bells, I'm sorry. I'm rooting for you.
So you just shall pop it on us. You just casted it right.
Bells, I love you guys.
What about you, Bernard?
So I'm rooting for Bells.
Okay.
So Bells University was one of the first. When I left school, I was very excited about technology, science, and all that. They were the first place where I saw the university host a technology fair that brought a lot of, you know, people together and all that. That was some years back and all that. So I still vividly remember traveling all the way to Otta to attend that fair.
That's great.
At Bells University. So
awesome.
I'm rooting for them.
Bells University of Technology for Bernard and Obafemi Awolowo University for Dikbo. Predictions are in. OAU has 58% chance of actually getting these, while Bells has 42%. We'll definitely make sure if it's correct, we'll take a prize for that. If not, we'll look forward to what is coming up. But yes, I've been alerted, I've been confirmed, I've been signaled that the arena is ready. The contestants are geared up, and Quiz Master is ready to take on the battle. It is University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brains. The third place match against the Bells University of Technology, Ogun State, versus Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, Nigeria. Let's go to the arena.
Two cards are drawn at random. David.
26/52.
Drawing two cards from a deck of 52 without replacement. What's the probability of drawing a red then a black card?
25 for 1.
Koyum. If you mix 100 ml of a 0.5 molar sodium chloride solution with 200 ml of
0.25
volume, the Fourier transform of a delta function is what? If a gene has one dominant and one recessive allele and 48 offspring result, how many will inherit the recessive allele?
24.
For you. What is the interquartile range for the following data set of weekly hours work? 20, 25, 30, 30.
20.
The largest source of energy for electricity generation?
Natural gas.
Run. Who is the designer known for his bubble dresses? If the angle of elevation to the top of a chimney from 40 meters away is 45 degrees,
40 meters.
Who is the patron saint of Boy Scouts? How many grams of hydrogen and 117 grams of water, H2O, if H is 1 and 0 and oxygen is 16? In Titanic, what did Carl give Rose as a gift?
Necklace.
Run. How many permutations of David?
240.
What is the ratio of the number of redheads to the rest of the population if 1/10 has red hair?
1:10.
What weight of 20% solution can be prepared from 8 grams of active ingredient?
1.6 grams.
What is the synonym of cumbersome? David.
Unwieldy.
A data set has a mean of 10 and a standard deviation of 2.
1.
Who is considered father of modern Olympics? Complete the series. Mosaic is a tile as dash is to frame.
Film.
David.
Film.
For purely inductive circuit, the phase difference
90 degree.
A normally distributed data set with a mean of 40 and standard deviation of 10, what is the 50th percentile if the z-score is 2? What is the z-score of a value of 99?
0.4.
What percentage of data points?
0.95.
What number is obtained by adding the number of vertices in a triangle to the number of...
7.
If mean and mode of data are... David.
7.
A salary increases by 40% and then decreases by 10%. What's the overall percentage change?
26.
A swimming pool has a capacity of 4,500 liters. How many milliliters of water are needed to fill the pool?
4,500,000.
A sum is divided by among A, B, C, and D in the ratio of 5:2, 4:3. If C gets $2,000 more than D, find B's share.
2/3.
Identify the number that does not fit into the Fibonacci. Lekon.
7.
In a class of 60-40, study economics, 30 politics.
30.
How many words can be formed by using the letters from the word driver such that the vowels are never together?
120.
A person invests 100,000 naira at a 5% interest per annum. How much will they have after 1 year?
105,000. 1.5.
A cocktail has 3:2, so
400.
a recipe uses 3 kg of sugar for 6 kg of flour. How much sugar is needed to make 60 kg?
30 kg. 30 kg.
A rectangular swimming pool is 20 meters long, 10 meters wide. David.
6,000.
What is the interquartile range of the following data sets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. David.
4.
What is the z-score of a data point?
2.
Hoyum. What dance style originated in Cuba and is often associated with the country's music? John and James have a present age ratio of 5:6 with a 6-year age difference. What will James's age be in 5 years?
41.
The highest point in a park, Koyum?
35.
Find the missing word. Earth is to gravitation as ice is to Imran.
Coldness.
The data set has a mean of 120, a standard deviation of 18, and Z-score of 1. What is the value of the 75th percentile? A box holds 15 books of 0.85. A patient's heart rate is 180 beats per minute. What is their heart rate in seconds per beat?
0.333.
In a dihybrid cross, if 32 offspring are produced, how many are expected to have the recessive genotype for both genes? A number increased by 125% and the increment is 30. The number is what?
120.
Run. A shop sells shirts for $20 each. If a customer buys 8 shirts with a 10% discount, find the total cost.
152.
A company's revenue is $80,000. David?
20%.
Who was the second man on the moon?
Buzz Aldrin.
A bacterial culture triples every 25 minutes. If it starts with 100 bacteria, how many will be present after 2.5 hours? The number increases by 20% and then decreases by 10%. Find the overall percentage change.
8%.
If a septic tank can hold 1,500 liters of liquid waste, if a septic tank can hold
1,500.
A and B's incomes are in ratio 4:3 and the expenditures in 3:2 ratio. Both save $600 yearly. Find A's income. Whose nose grew longer when he told a lie in the truth? David.
Pinocchio.
A car rental company charges a base fee of 2,000 naira.
5,000.
The molarity of a solution made by mixing 50 ml of 18 molars of folic acid with 50 ml of water is
9 moles. 9 moles.
Which Mexican dish sometimes includes avocado for added creaminess?
Guacamole.
Which country is known for its dominance in the sport of cycling? Light intensity halves every 8 minutes. If it's 8,000 locks at the sun.
1,000.
A 12 meter by 8 meter garden is
192.
A class has 60 students, 60% of whom are boys. If 25% of the girls cycle to school, how many girls do not? Complete the series EL, FA, GLHA, ILJA, -ML.
ELLA.
Shalom. Given a train traveling 500 kilometers at an average speed of 80 kilometers per hour, calculate the journey duration in minutes.
375.
Complete the series. Hindu is to temple and Sikh is to what?
Gurdwara.
A package of 5 bottles.
3.
How many combinations of 4 items can be chosen? David.
50.
What is the opposite of
pessimistic?
The mean of 5, 7, Y, 9, and 3 is 5.
1.
If a university student's heart rate is 105 beats per minute, what is their heart rate in beats per second?
1.75.
The continuity equation in fluid mechanics represents the Imran?
Energy.
In a monohybrid cross, 30% of
70%.
A rectangular pool has dimensions x plus 2x meters by x meters. If its perimeter is 40.
Purple, where real estate, lifestyle, and convenience converge. Amplify your brand with our iconic LED screens, providing unparalleled visibility. Experience shopping, dining, and entertainment at Purple Maryland and Purple Lekki.
Mind-blowing quick burst there in the third place matchup between Obafemi Awolowo University versus Bells University of Technology. And guess what? That was a run-through by Obafemi Awolowo University. Upward quarters were taken by them. If you look at your screen right now, you would know that all quarters by Obafemi Awolowo University was taken hands down. Guess what? There is an advantage to this particular because at this point, this mark doesn't matter. But the advantage is that in the brain match, Obafemi Awolowo University will be going first in each category. I think that was where they actually missed it in their semi-finals through against Contestant University. They were the second to actually answer questions, and I thought, maybe there was a slip there. But we'll see how this particular run goes through in the third place match. How was that quick boss section between Obafemi Awolowo University and Bells University of Technology? I can see you're smirking there already to say, I told you.
Give me my prize. Give me my gift.
I'll do that after the show.
Thank you. But it was, honestly speaking, the numbers didn't do justice to it. The two teams, the guys were phenomenal.
Okay.
Speaking, they were absolutely brilliant guys, honestly, and kudos to them. Bell shouldn't feel like a loser. Honestly speaking, they gave their all, and it was simply breathtaking. Congrats to them. But of course, OAU. Bigger congratulations to OAU.
What about you, Brainerd? What would you say if you were a coach right here?
Just start.
Just start. If you're Eric Cho, that wants to qualify Nigeria to the 2026 World Cup, and we have been losing, what would you tell Bells at the time?
I'll tell them to stay focused. If they lose confidence, that the game is just starting.
The game is just starting. So you believe that it will be a comeback?
Yes, it has not started.
It has not started.
The next round is where you see them.
I love your optimism. It is oozing, and I can feel it already. Can't you feel it?
Oh, very palpable. Very palpable.
Is that sarcasm there? Like, I can hear.
Honestly, I wasn't being cynical.
Okay, we'll head back into the arena because we have our quiz master ready. The contestants get up. The audience are eager, and I know you viewers at home are pumped to actually see how the brain match is going to take place. This is still University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brain.
What is the interest rate if the simple interest on a loan is 3,000 naira and the principal amount is 15,000 naira?
0.2
years. A solution of an ODE that satisfies given initial conditions is called what?
General solution.
In a survey of 200 people, 55% preferred coffee and the rest
900.
A solution contains glucose 50 milligrams per 10 ml. How many milligrams of glucose are in a 2.5 ml of solution?
12.5.
The dot product of two unit vectors is what?
1.
The culture starts with 700 bacteria and grows
2,800.
A patient's heart rate is monitored over time. What type of plot? In which of these is green?
3 dimensions.
The method of separation of variables can be...
Best order ODs.
A recipe calls for 2,500
2.5.
How many units of product S should be produced with 48 hours of labor given?
18.
With a fuel rate of 20 gallons per minute, how long will it take to...
175 minutes.
A bacterial culture increases from 4,000 to 12,000 in 2 hours. What is the hourly growth rate? A laptop costs $200 and the seller offers a 10% discount on every 10 laptops purchased. How much is 40 laptops? The perimeter of a rectangular roof is 48 meters and its length is 3 times its
600 centimeters.
If a PDE has one real repeated characteristic root, then it is dash.
Parabolic.
The surface of a square pond has a perimeter of 480 meters. What is the length of one side of the pond surface?
120.
David, what is the x-coordinate of the vertex of the quadratic function?
2.
Okay. What is the limit of sine xx?
0.
The function fx equals x2 plus minus 4.
2.
The Laplace equation is a special case of the dash.
Poisson equation.
What is 1 micron in centimeter?
10⁻⁶.
The length of a pen is 36 cm and its radius 8 cm. What is the ratio of its length to its diameter in its lowest term?
2.5, 305.
Which word does not belong with the others?
Beak.
Complete the series. Insert is to book as annex is to
Page.
Emily starts walking at 10:30 a.m. and her shadow is in front of her. What direction is she heading?
West.
What is the synonym of belligerent?
Aggressive.
Which letters are exactly in the middle of the English alphabet?
M, N, and O.
What is the next number in the following pattern? 10, 20, 15, 30, 25, 50, dash.
70.
Complete the analogy. Paw is to cat as hoof is to what?
Us.
Wasiu points to a photo and says he's the son of the only son of my grandfather. How is he related to Wasiu?
Son.
If BE is related to GJ, then PS is related to what?
U. V.
Determine the next number in the series 3, 6, 11, 19, dash. Complete the series. Horse is to stable as man is to
House.
Choose the odd one. Sublimation, condensation, filtration, centrifugation.
Sublimation.
Find the missing word. Flow is to river as stagnant is to
Canal.
Which letter should come next in the series? DINS to continue the pattern.
X.
Complete the series. Exasperate is to irk as dash is to dissuade.
Dismiss.
Find the missing number in this 13-41206.
27.
Another word for embezzle is what?
Remunerate.
Choose the one that best conveys the meaning of the idiom below. To beg the...
To raise objections.
Which vehicle is spelled the same forwards and backwards? Complete...
Anatomy.
Which of September, Monday, August, or
Monday?
March? What is the next number in the series 5, 8, 16, 19, 57, 60, dash?
68.
All right. Which word does not belong with the others?
Stomach.
Which renewable energy source is the best?
Sun.
Which continent has the richest soccer clubs?
North America.
Santa Cruz de la Sierra is the largest city in which country?
America.
Havana is the capital city of what? Which large muscle responsible for expanding the lungs is controlled by the phrenic nerve? Which B word best describes gold or silver, especially in bars? Which city in Nigeria is built on 7 hills?
Abeokuta.
Who was the wife of Ned Stark in the movie Game of Thrones?
Matilene.
The world's largest coconut producer in
Indonesia.
Which concept was traditionally used in measuring the height of Mount Everest? Before Andy Murray was the last British tennis player to win a men's single grand.
Sampras.
The world's newest nation, born in July 2011, was out of the shadow of Africa's longest civil war is what?
First war.
Which East African nation is famous for its coffee exports? Sir Alex Ferguson coached which club between 1993 and 2013, winning? Which country is the largest producer of cocoa in Africa?
Nigeria.
Serena Williams is associated with which
tennis?
Sport? Which term starting with R describes
action?
Which drink did Bach enjoy so much that he wrote a cantata for it?
Cantata.
What ocean current affects?
Convection.
What element of the actinide series is named indirectly after a Greek daughter's name? The wealthy. The only animal that blushes is
bear.
The Brownlow Medal is awarded to the best and fairest player in which sport in Australia?
Hockey.
Shalom. In 1960, Nigeria
European nations.
Dash is the name of a baby goat.
Bill.
The interquartile deviation is 18 and the first quartile is 10. What is the
6?
Given a data set with a mean of 50 and a median of 30 and a standard deviation of 15, what is the skewness of the data set?
6.
A company has 100 employees, 60 men, 40 women. If 30 men and 10 women are managers, how many are not managers? A farmer has 50 cows with an average milk production of 10 liters per day. What is the total milk?
40,000.
What time of data is temperature in Celsius?
Nominal.
What is the geometric mean of the data set 4, 7, 4, 0, 9, and 7?
6.
2 letters are to be selected randomly from 5 letters A, B, C, D, and
10.
The correlation coefficient ranges from
0 to 1.
In a room of 100 choristers, 43 sing alto, 37 soprano, and 9 sing both. How many?
29.
If a set of data has a mean of 12 and a standard deviation,
-1.
Find the probability of getting at least 2 heads if a coin is thrown 5 times.
5/16.
A deck of cards has 52 cards. A box plot shows a median of 30, a third quartile of 50, and an interquartile of 20. Dash divide.
4
A group of 4 people is to be arranged in a circle. How many?
6.
A committee of
195.
Find the probability of getting a sum of 22 or more when 4 dice are thrown simultaneously.
1/2.
If a data set has a skewness of 6 and a median of 55 and a standard deviation of 12, determine its mean.
68.
A set contains 50 elements, 30 red, 20 blue, 10 both. How many are red or blue?
40.
What is the probability of drawing an ace from a standard deck?
1/13.
What is the interest rate if the simple interest on a loan is 2,000 naira and the principal sum?
0.2.
A company's average employee.
20.
How many diagonals can be drawn in a pentagon?
5.
2 dice are tossed. The probability that the total.
5/12.
From fierce battles to unforgettable moments, it all comes down to this one final game. 2 powerhouses, 1 trophy, 6 million naira at stake. Who will be crowned Nigeria's University STEM Champion 2025? Don't miss the showdown at 5 p.m. this Sunday, 30th March 2025, across all transmission platforms. University Duel, the battle of the best brains.
On the 6th of June 1859, Babington Macaulay started an initiative with the financial support from James Davis, Daniel Taiwo, Moses Johnson, and a few others, opening the door for the many generations in Nigeria. What are you doing for posterity? How do you want to be remembered? High School Duel, Back to Basics, starting July 5th, 2025.
A fierce battle, astonishing battle between Obafemi Awolowo University in Ife, Osun State versus Bells University of Technology, Ota, Ogun State, Nigeria. It is still University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brain. That was intense. That was mind-blowing. Obafemi Awolowo University took all the rounds, all the game points in that brain match, making 47 marks to 22 marks. I'll move over to my mentors quickly. Brainerd, how was that brain match from Obafemi Awolowo University and Bells University of Technology, Otsa? How did you see it?
The guys from OAU are they're kicking ass.
I can feel it. Should I pass a tissue?
No, but we are down, but we're not out.
Yes, definitely.
So,
you got to the semifinals.
Exactly. So we're expecting them to pull off a miracle next round.
Next round, apparently, this is the final round.
Final round.
Yes, 47-22.
So we're
that's
out.
all. Yes, that's all.
So bad. Well, sorry.
I can hear the second
A good fight. Yeah, they're putting a good fight.
Yes, it was a good fight.
It's a battle of the best brains. So
yes.
Those guys are good, but somebody has to be on top.
Better luck next time, I must say, to Bells University of Technology. Deep ball. So your prediction came true. You owe me something now, Abby. right?
Oh, you owe him.
I do.
That's what you want. So what's going on?
I do.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I think I will have to rewind to see if I actually said it. But it's fine. So how was your own take in this particular brain match?
Honestly, let's put the third and fourth aside.
Yes.
These guys are super on fire. And you know, I am so glad at what we are producing in Nigeria, honestly speaking. And this is to the guys, if they are going to listen, whenever they're going to listen, you guys should keep it up. You guys are just about starting. Super intelligent guys. And honestly, I'm so proud of my country. I'm so proud of these young guys. Remember when I was in school, I couldn't do it there.
I wanted to ask you that if you were there, how many would you have gotten?
I'm not sure how I would have been. So when you see young guys doing this, honestly, I'm happy that if a third guy is wonderful, we're gonna sing the school anthem.
Please don't brag here right now. Do you want Brenna to start feeling somehow?
No. Brenna would understand.
Brenna do that.
These guys are.
So they did well.
Honestly.
See, let me quickly tell you something. I watched a movie. I don't know if you've seen it. Akila and the Bee.
Yeah, I've seen it.
She spells. You know, she learns how to adapt by tapping. Her laps to get what she got. Look at that choreography for Obafemi Awolowo University. Did you see his adaptive technology?
Data analysis. When they asked the guy what he said, that I'm like, what's going on here? And those body movement and gesture.
Yes, I think that is the way to adapt to.
I need to see that young chap.
What about you, brother? Did you see that particular gesture?
Yes, I see. We've been hailing the guy all through today.
Who will you give your MVP for the match day?
Well, he knows.
Oh, we don't know. We don't know. Tell us.
Guy, of course.
Koyob, yeah. That's a great guy.
Amazing.
And we're rooting for him. He's got great things.
Yes.
He's still 17, or he's just rather 17 years old.
Wow.
You know,
that means no hope is lost. All those sayings of our youth are lazy. No, you come and see these guys. I know that our youth are the future of the world.
We just finished our third place match against OAU. We didn't win, but alhamdulillah, we thank God. We got to the semi-finals, and that's one thing to be very grateful for. The journey so far has been so amazing, interesting, and we are just happy we made it this far.
Honestly, the game went exactly the way I wanted it to go. But in the end, we came out, was smiling. We had friendly competition, so we thank God. Like they'll say, the battle is not to the strong, so time and chance favor them all. So I guess this is what it's going to be.
I just feel like I'm satisfied with the third place result that we had. We just have to thank God that it's the third place that we had. There are like plenty very, very decent schools that have been there and they haven't reached this stage. We just thank God for that third place. It could have been more, but we thank God. Alhamdulillah.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
Your final thoughts. If you want to tell someone to go into STEM, what would you tell the person? The person is considering choosing STEM courses or other courses. How would you convince this person to actually go, with STEM courses? Convince me like I want to do.
I wouldn't convince any person to do something that he's not suited for.
Okay.
But if he's suited for STEM, then of course you should pursue it.
Okay.
But the truth is that in today's world, everything is interconnected.
Okay.
Do you get? So somebody may not have studied sciences in school, but it doesn't mean he cannot work in a biotech lab.
Yeah.
Do you get? Because everything is connected. So for example, I could have studied marketing. Do you get? And the other guy studied pharmacy. You get? And he goes to the lab, creates a new drug. But he needs me to market it. He needs me to take it to the market.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the most important thing for young people today is find what you're suited for, find your passion, find your strength, and then build on it.
Okay.
You understand? One way or the other, you would get involved in science or technology.
One way or the
yes,
other. Find your foot. That is what Breda is saying. What about you, Dipo? Convince me to take on a STEM course right now, maybe architecture.
Well, I mean, the truth, whether we like it or not, we have a bit of STEM in every aspect of our life.
Okay.
Whether you like it or not. So, just as Bernard said, if you are caught up for for even the arts or the commerce to not relent in also studying the STEM. We talk about robotics, we talk about AI. So there is no how you're going. Whatever you do, AI features. And that's whether you like it's an offshoot of STEM.
Yes.
So in whatever you are doing, never neglect the place of STEM. Marketing, remember STEM, remember AI. You are going to law school, remember STEM, a lot of those things. So whatever it is, do not downplay the importance of STEM. You may not be a full science student or a full science discipline, but like I said, whatever you are doing, there's always a factor of STEM in what you do. So don't put it aside and say, no, I'm an art student, I'm a commerce student. No, there is a bit of STEM in whatever you want to do. So think about it. Look, everybody is going towards robotics these days. Whatever you are doing, that's STEM. Everybody is running to AI. That's STEM. You understand? So do whatever makes you happy. But in all of that, always remember STEM.
In all of that, always remember STEM, and that's what we are doing here at University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brave. Third place match, done and dusted. Obafemi Awolowo University finished that with 47 marks, while Best University of Technology, OTA, finished with 22 marks. Congratulations once again. Up next is the grand finale, the main one that we are expecting. Who is taking home the bragging rights to become the best STEM university in Nigeria? It is University Duel 2025. It's going to be a battle, a fierce one. Covenant University versus Veritas University. Quick one before we dive right into the studios with Chuma and the mentors with him right here. Who's taking that for you in the grand finale? Who's taking home the prize? Covenant or Veritas?
I think Covenant will take it.
You think? You're not really sure, like, about family, you were bragging at the time, like, what's that? No big deal. Well, Covenant University for you.
I think so. I have a feeling they will take it.
Put your money on one of them. What will you put your money?
Most likely Covenant University.
Covenant as well. Wow. They might surprise. Veritas might surprise also. You never can say.
That will be pleasant.
Yeah.
That will be pleasant.
Yeah. It will be.
It'll be great. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for experiencing this astonishing, mind-blowing and fierce battle in the third place match. University Duel 2025, the battle of the best brain. It has been a pleasure with you today. Oluwatomi Owoborode has been my name.
Yeah, and I'm ready to take over from you right now, you know.
Chuma.
It's been massive, like 10 weeks of non-stop action.
Yeah.
And now we're ready for the grand finale.
Ready.
So good to see you, by the way.
Good to see you as well.
Hot. I don't want to come close.
You look so fresh. What is going on?
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
I like it. It sits well on you, honestly.
It's like the carved meat.
Honestly speaking, you take it home.
Wow, Deepo, wow. It sits well on him and it doesn't sit well with me, right?
For me.
I get that. No, it's not.
For me.
It's not me. We understand.
No, superlative.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we're ready for the final. That comes up next up, University Duel 2025, Battle of the Best Brains.
From fierce battles to unforgettable moments, it all comes down to this one final game. 2 powerhouses, 1 trophy, 6 million naira at stake. Who will be crowned Nigeria's University STEM Champion 2025? Don't miss the showdown at 5 p.m. this Sunday, 30th March 2025, across all transmission platforms. University Duel, the battle of the best brains.